Hey everyone, and welcome to the first Forge and Fire Serie A Fantasy review video. So as we know, we have a team selection every week, and now we're going to have a review every week as well, going over the results and things that happened throughout the weeks. Generally, these are going to be a little shorter, less strategy talk, more just going over what happened. And then we dive right into another team selection in a couple days or so. But first of all, your game week one's over, so that's pretty exciting. My team was not very exciting. I would not say I did very well, maybe just average potentially, I guess. Made a bad decision near the deadline to switch out a player, which I'll go over. And I'm sitting about mid-pack overall for Fantasy Serie A. And yeah, without further ado, we'll go over the players, how they did, how some of the games went. The first game kicked off huge with Milan versus Udinese and then Atalanta and Sampdoria at the same time. The Milan game was crazy, lots of goals, 6 goals in total. Theo Hernandez still on penalties, picked up 8 points despite not getting a clean sheet. This is why I've said that he's essential. He's just always there. Generally, Milan will do well and has a good chance getting a clean sheet. But the fact that he is not only attacking but taking penalties, again, I still think he's a must-have. He won't be going anywhere in my team. And right in this spot here, had lined up maybe like an hour before the deadline. I had Brahim Diaz. And yeah, I switched him for Bajrami because I was like, Diaz might not start. And then he did. And then he got a goal and an assist, and I didn't get to enjoy any of those points. So that was a very tough pill to swallow, especially with Bajrami not doing very well and Empoli's 1-0 loss to Spezia. I did say that Empoli has very low scoring games. Unfortunately, Empoli came out the wrong side of that. So Vicario only got me 2 points for playing. Same with Bajrami. Um, Another big hit for Milan was the big score by Ante Rebic, who I believe it was 2 goals and an assist or something like that. But he was playing up top and got subbed out for Giroud. I'm gonna maybe give it one more week to see if he starts again. But if he is consistently starting up there, and Origi got subbed in for Leao, not for Rebic. So if Origi's playing more of a wing position, Rebic is playing up front until Ibrahimovic is back and he's starting. That might be someone that you need to have in because he's taken up a midfielder spot, which just scores more than an attacker. If he's playing for the attack of a strong team like Milan, he might be a player really big to look into. The Atalanta game, I knew it going in that Malinowski had an opportunity with that he would not be starting. It was that's what ended up happening. He didn't start. He didn't come on until I think the 83rd minute of the game or 86 or something like that. And he still went and got an assist. So that was encouraging. Makes me believe that he will get starts if he shows that he can perform in the small amount of time given. We know who he is. He's established in the league. I wonder if it's just going to be between him and Pasalic all the time because Zapata and Muriel are going to play most games. But I don't think Malinovsky is going to be coming off the bench every game. And I think he has shown his value right away again to the squad. So I will be keeping him for a bit at least. But I was happy to see that return despite him not playing most of the game, which was frustrating in itself. Um, Another Atalanta occurrence was unfortunately I sat Jim City, who scored 8 points in Atalanta's clean sheet. I actually got the bench pretty good, to be truly honest. The value players, Falcone, a 4.0 million keeper that started, actually got more points than Vicario. Jim City, I believe that was a 4.5. I think it was 4.5 million or for either 4 or 4.5 million dollar defender. Starting on a good team. Ismaili started as a 4.0 million dollar defender. That's a good one to have as well. And then say they got subbed on. So he didn't start. So maybe that's where my improvement could have been in that budget midfield. Like I said, with things going the way they are with 5 subs, likely your whole starting 11 is going to end up playing and you won't end up using the bench. This is what happened. So just kind of that strategy coming to fruition there that unfortunately I didn't get a sub in. The later games, Lecce versus Inter, one of the games I was afraid of because a lot of people captained Lukaku. He did score a goal. A lot of people had him captained. He ended up getting 20 points for people that had him captained, 10 for people that didn't. So It wasn't horrible. I was more afraid of him getting two, three goals and assists thrown in there as well. So it wasn't a big hit. But geez, Inter was lucky to come away with that win right on the very last play of the game. A header in by Dumfries, or I forget it was a header or strike. But anyway, he put it in. So a nice goal there as well for them to pick up that win. Um, Not too much to report on Torino versus Monza. Not a lot of people are carrying their players. I guess Singo didn't do that well because they got scored on, but not too much to talk about there. The Fiorentina Cremonese game, that was kind of exciting. The earlier games on the Sunday, lots of red cards. Cremonese, Lazio, and Bologna all got a red card at some point during the game. Cremonese had tied it 2-2 till late. Fiorentina got really lucky at the very end. I think it was an own goal. The keeper carried it into his own net. Jovic did start and score a goal. So he gets 10 points. That was a good result there. Um, just be interested to see if he ends up playing on the 18th in the Conference League game. If he doesn't, I'm sure he's starting for the next Serie A game. If he does, then it'll be a little bit if we're going to see him take a spot in game week 2 on the Fiorentina side. Lazio, again, of course, Immobile did score. So that was unfortunate, but I knew what risk I was running there. I do have 2 million in the bank for this part of that reason. Arnautovic also got a penalty goal for Bologna. And then I watched the entirety of the Roma and Salernitana game, and Roma was all over Salernitana the whole time. Zaniolo, Dybala, and Tammy Abraham just buzzing around the net, couldn't finish. It was Tammy Abraham took a shot, deflected off defender, came back to Cristante, and he finished in the bottom corner. If this is Serie A, or not Serie A, if this is Fantasy Premier League, that's an assist. Unfortunately, Serie A Fantasy does not have the rebounded shot assist like FPL does. So I do not get the assist there of Tammy Abraham, and he blanks as my captain. And that is where I got hurt the most. It's just picking the captain, basically the one striker that didn't do anything that out of the big strikers this week. If you captained Vlahovic, he scored 2 goals. Jovic scored a goal. Osimhen in today's game got a goal and an assist. Lukaku and Immobile both scored. So it's basically the one big striker I'd say in the league that didn't do anything, which is kind of frustrating for me. So poor captaincy decision there. Sorry for those that listened to me. We know this, like I already went over. The Spezia game just ended 1-0. Really boring game there. The Napoli and Hellas Verona game, as I did say, Osimhen got a goal and an assist, which was awesome. Lozano assisted the first goal. And I'm not even really going to try to pronounce his name. New player for Napoli playing the wing. Starts with K, has a lot of letters in there. I think it's like KV. I'm not going to try to pronounce it right now. I'm going to look it up and listen to how commentators say it more and try to go from there. You'll know who I'm talking about. But from what I remember, he's a very well-priced midfielder right now, playing up high in the attacking spot, basically just filling in for where Insigne was. He's going to be someone that I'll probably be looking at in the future, but he had an amazing game. So people that owned him, it really paid off for as well. And finally, my Juve boys, they got the job done against the Swell today. Penalty for Vlahovic and a goal from open play, as well as Di Maria opening his account. So that was good. Just as a fan, I do not have any Juve players, and I kind of regret that now. That's kind of how my team went. Overall, 57 points. I still got 2 mil in the bank. I'll talk about any strategy going forward in the team selection video. Let's quickly take a look at the league. So here we are, the Forge and Fire League, where I sit 23rd. That's not that great. We have Interlanna United, coached by Issam Hemmer, who I've actually been speaking to a lot. Really nice guy. And he absolutely crushed it this week. Taking a look at the top squad, Patricio and net did well on the defense aside from Guzins. Had Rebic in his side, Captain Lukaku, and just the striking trio in total was phenomenal. And weaker bench, but obviously didn't need them. So great score of 99 there. Who else do we have here? We have Khaled with Team Napolitano. Let's see who he's got, if it's a similar team or not. Moranchek getting those points there. Oh, here's the player that I'm thinking of. Let's give the name a go. Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, I'm assuming that's nowhere close, but that's the best I got right now, and I'll try to listen to it. If you want to put in the comments the little hyphenated breakdown of how I should pronounce it, that might help me out. But 13 points there, scoring a goal and an assist, gets 2 bonus as well. So he had a great game. And then we got Theo Hernandez Bremer and pairing with 11 points. Why did he just say did he save a penalty? No, just the amount of saves and 2 bonus points. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, I don't remember Sassuolo getting a penalty. And then good strikers up top too. So some really big scores. I even saw if you go to the overall leaderboards, which everyone should be in, we had some people hit over 100. If you do notice though, just be aware of this person. For instance, he's used both of his chips already towards his score. So his team actually didn't do fantastic, although he got his bench, which did really well. So some people have already used chips as well. So that's factoring into people's scores. Anyway, this is normally a longer than usual review video. I'm going to leave it off there. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed game week 1. Hopefully next game week will go better for me, and I'll come with you with a team selection video in a couple days or so, okay? Have a great night and enjoy the rest before the fire begins again next weekend.